want to use me. Everyone wants to use me. Coco Commando doesn't want to use me though. She hates me.
So it looks like the High Seas Hotties are going to start with one in the box. They send out a foursome of Freaky Stylie, Murder Maid, Rosemary, and Little Dipper.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Annie Repster takes the pivot panty for the Rumblers here. She's wanting to capitalize as the High Seas Hotties are down one blocker. Starting in the box in the second half.
They are in the box. They're in the box. They're shaking their hands. They're shaking their shoulders. Shaking their hips. They're all lined up. We got crazy makeup on these Rumblers. Crazy makeup. Here you go. We're looking for the sign. We got 5 seconds. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready over there. 5 seconds. Through the pack, but here comes Barbie. Barbie is...
Barbie comes out and is lead jammer.
Lead jammer. Right behind her, though, is Little Dipper.
Little Dipper gets taken down by ejaculation, as they call no pack.
The hips. I love my Derby virgins over there that are like consuming more beer and Jello shots than I've seen 2 people consume this entire season.
Looks like the next 2 jammers are going to be Cremator and Brandy Danger. And the High Seas Hotties still have 1 in the box.
The score is 139-76. Jam is off. Let's see who takes the lead.
Brandy Danger is still held back in the pack. She tries to push through. Looks like there was a big setup on the outside by Postal Penny. Brandy Danger,
lead jammer. Look at that. As I'm hearing from the coach yelling out, we got 1 jammer in the box. That jammer did something bad. She's in the box. That leads into a power jam. For the Derby Virgin, power jam is when you have 1 jammer on the track. That means the other jammer is sitting in the penalty box for however long it is for that penalty that she committed. And so now that leaves Brandy Danger to score without contest this jam.
and Brandy Danger is making the most of this opportunity. She, I believe, is on her 4th pass now. And went through unscathed again. This is making the most of that power jam, and it looks like she calls it off before the jammer's release.
Yep.
Thus giving Bourbon Barbie an opportunity to come out and get that lead jammer status.
They start off with the lead jam. They start off in a power jam. They start off hitting points right from the beginning. Let's see how many they can get. The score is 164-76. Rumblers still on top of the Hotties. And it doesn't look like they're giving up that position anytime soon. Hotties fans, you need to be making some noise if this is the season opener. Let's hear it. Bourbon Barbie is breaking through it. She's the lead jammer for this jam. Coming back around through the pack.
Cremator found her way through the wall on the outside, coming straight out of the penalty box, but the Rumblers have that lead jammer status. like the Rumblers called that jam off before Cremator.
Before you come around and try to get the points, for sure. You want to do that because you want to hold them as much as possible in the position they are. And that's what the Rumblers are doing a really good job at. I mean, this is the third jam, and the High Seas Hotties have been pretty much put on ice at 76 for right now. Rumblers are getting points wherever they can. They've got 168 right now. They're maintaining the lead. And here's the start of the jam. Whiskey Hangover is trying to make her way through the pack, get lead jammer status with Little Dipper right next to her.
Little Dipper is being held up by a tenacious wall of Death Row ladies, and she is still trying to get through. Both jammers being held up here. This is some great defense, and it looks like the Rumblers are going to be a jammer short as Dipper pounds through the pack there and gets lead jammer status.
I see Hotties is returning favor to the Rumblers as they get power jam for this jam while Whiskey Hangover is sitting in the box. Meanwhile, Little Dipper is taking a beating. She's falling back, trying to get behind. Make her way through once again to get some points. This is what the Hotties need in order to creep back up. This is at 168 that the Rumblers have on the
The Little Dipper is trying to get this pack moving, breaking the 20 feet, thus making it where the Death Row Rumblers blockers cannot touch her, and that's what it looks like happened to Postal Penny there, as she's been sent to the box. And Little Dipper is going to try to utilize being a blocker down and score some points here as she passes through on the inside.
That's the end of the jam. Soon as Whiskey Hangover came out of the box, Hotties fall off the jam. Let's see who's going to get onto this track right now and get set up. As both teams send out their skaters to set it up. Let's see what's going on right here. We've got only one in the box right now. Both opinions keeping that seat warm. And she's going to be coming out soon, though. Just hold tight. And the jam is off. Ellis Morales through the pack. Man, Little Digits comes Little Mermaid. And that's it. She's trying to get as many points as possible because the Hotties.
Little Mermaid in with that inside pass, and the crowd lets her hear it. She's enjoying it. I can see the smile. Once again, passing through the inside, unscathed. Little Mermaid.
Nice.
She's finding her bends tonight as she is swimming through the pack with ease.
She is really, really eating up this time. She is really making the most of what she can about this jam. She needs to be doing that for the Hotties. There she is again, almost taking a stumble right before she calls it off. She's so freaking excited about it. H2O just scored a boatload of
Come on, High Seas Hotties fans, where are you at? That was a momentum shifter. Come on. These girls need to hear it.
That just changed the score at 176 to 97. 176 to 97. Let me do the quick math. That's like what, 29 points right there? Something like that? They just spin up. Yeah, 97 to 97 points now. Let's see if the Hotties can get the lead back maybe. I don't know. Looks like Bourbon is really pressing to get through the pack. Get that lead jammer. Up against her is Little Dipper. Little Dipper's trying to do the same, make her way through. Let's see what happens. And Bourbon Barbie gets the lead jammer spots for the Pro Rumblers.
Ejaculation Nation has been trapping Little Dipper all night with her defensive blocking. At one point running a truck and trailer where the girl is directly behind a teammate and uses her as a brace to slow down the opposing jammer or other blockers. And Coco Ballistic goes down and she tries to take out Little Dipper.
Little Dipper is not the lead jammer, but she's going around as
Bourbon Barbie calls off the jam and she scored some more points, taking the lead up to 184 for your Death Row Rumblers. IC's Hotties 97 with 20 minutes left in the second half.
20 minutes, anything can happen, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, 20 minutes we've seen huge deficits become minuscule within 20 minutes, and it's bound to happen right now. I mean, Little Murder Maid, she got 29 points, and that's one jam that she did. Let's see what's going to happen right now. Bama Slammer is taking a fall. She's trying to get back through the pack too, but leading her to it is Coastal Petey. Right there. No! Both jammers taking a splash. They're falling down, getting back up, falling down, getting back up. And Postal is still skating side by side against Bama Slammer. And she's back into the lead. Let's see what happens.
Annie Rection found her way to the box.
Annie. Annie Rection.
Postal Penny is still being held up by these IC's Hotties this evening as the inside lane was cleared out by her blockers there.
Postal's picking up as many points as she can, but don't take your eye off the fact that Bama Slammer's picking up a couple of points too. She's not the lead jammer, but she's still picking up a few points. We've got Annie in the box, but we've got a full staff of Hotties on the track. Postal Penny's coming back around through the pack. She across the track, so she has to go back. Get back in. Bama Slammer's trying to make her way through it. Coming back with it. Annie Rection. And they call off the jam. Here comes the new lineup. New lineup taking it back.
Cremator and Brandy Danger both picking up the star panty for their team in the 26th jam of this opening season game.
Timeout. Timeout.
Is that a timeout?
Yep. Official timeout.
Okay, we got a timeout on the floor.
If you don't know, now you know, Rebel is probably the most enthusiastic band we've had for as long as I can remember. And he's also the medic. So, put those two together, you've got gold right there.
Hey, who doesn't want to give these ladies any money for a 50-50 raffle? For $2 a piece, 3 for $5, you can get a chance to win half of the pot.
Half of the pot?
Half the pot. So the more tickets we sell, the more you can win cash money to the bill. There we go.
That's awesome. Half the pot. You can't beat that.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
That's better than a poker tournament in Oklahoma, which I'll always lose.
Hey, real quick. Jam's about to start, so check it out. Here we go. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 5. Jam is off. Randy Danger goes on the inside, back to the outside, and then cuts a little diagonally back on the inside to get the lead jammer status for Death Row Rebels. IC's Hotties trying to break their way through the pack. Cremator still trying to make her way through.
Jackie just picked up the full 5 as she passed the other team's jammer.
Yep. Yeah, Brandy Danger is not giving up. She's bumping through the pack with ease, looks like. But we've got two in the box. Annie Rexon is back in the box as well. New side bench herself.
Annie Rexon seems to be having a little fun in the box, doing a dance. I don't know why you'd be celebrating in the box.
Well, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot's on. So you always celebrate that.
Think she's having a little fun because her team's up so much.
Rumble smooth. Oh, well, we're, talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot. Bourbon Barbie comes out, put a little tongue out, a little a la Jordan, if you will, if we're going to mix up some sports. And she's, doing what she can do as a jammer, lead jammer. Little Dipper is right in front of her for an IC Hotties. And here is Annie Rexon once again hitting out. If you haven't looked, now you will. It's 211 to 114 to score for two.
Annie Rexon is back on the track and jockeying for that front position. She wants some jammer action here. One of her teammates, Postal Penny, with jammer takedown. And Bourbon Barbie is racking up one after another acid. And Postal Penny is just going to keep following the jammer. As she has had a one-track mind, and that is positionally block the opposing team's jammer and make them work as hard as they possibly can to clear the path. Jammer action is Little Dipper and Bourbon Barbie playing a little game of cat and mouse, and Barbie calls it.
Yeah, you're right. Barbie calls it. That's good. New set of skaters on the track. Let's see who's getting up. Well, we've got Jaculation. Jaculation's jamming for the Death Row Rumblers. Who's got the Hotties on that moment?
Both teams are starting with full packs here. As we have J-Ho versus Jaculation. J-Ho with a strong push through. Held up. Looks like J-Ho is lead jammer. Jaculation comes busting through on the inside.
Giving it a little bit of the move is Jaculation. She jumped right back through, and now she's trying to bust through, and does. She busts through the pack. J-Ho now having a little difficulty getting the pack over. Update on the scores.
Rosemary Rockus is putting on the start for her team tonight.
230 to 122 score. 230 to 122. Death Row Rumble is still on top. IC Hotties.
Last minute communication to take a blocker off. The IC's Hotties did not want that penalty. They pulled that blocker. They gave up lead jammer status to Whiskey Hangover. I don't know what's up with the Rumblers, but man, they have a lot of bourbon and dark drink variety as their ladies name themselves Whiskey Hangover and also Bourbon Barbie. They must be saying, buy them a shot at the end of the game. And we have a power jam for Whiskey Hangover. She is lead jammer and wants to put these points up on the board. hole, Whiskey. The Rumblers are doing a great job breaking up both blockers, keeping one in back, one in front. Kind of control their scheme of blocking. It's hard to block when you're the only one on the track.
That was an awesome move, the Whiskey hangover. It's in her name that she has a hangover, but she states she's super sober. I couldn't do it. How did that happen? Did you see that? Oh, man, old number 76 cut the track right before she cut it off. So she's going to the box.
I thought that was as clear as moonshine. I guess I was wrong. We're not the refs. We're just the guys holding the mics.
That was a
And
clean
this is an
move.
opportunity for Rosemary Rockus to score some points for her team, and she's the only jammer on the track. We come to
It is a clean move. And that's the end of the jam. Okay. That was the end of the jam. Yeah.
confusion on how we ended it. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm confused too, but that's okay. I just talked on this stick in my face. I don't know what I'm doing. In any case, for those of you that are probably looking over trying to figure out why isn't Lester announcing, that's because I'm sending pictures to Heike Discourage that's wanting to know how our team's doing, so I'm giving her some shots of the score and you all skating.
These Hotties call for a timeout. Bobato, are you anywhere? You got any news from the crowd anywhere?
Oh, I'm just rolling. I see some people here that are very interested in what's going on out here. So let me know that you're with me. When I say arriba, let me hear you say derby. Arriba! Come on, let me hear you in the corner. Arriba! There you go. All right, one more time. All together with me. Arriba! To my ears. Remember to please visit our vendors here. We've got iCupid selling some very, very tight clothes that might actually look good on me because they're that good. So, not me, I'm not that good, but they are. So, and I'll model for charity. Just for charity.
Rumblers are starting with a jammer and a blocker in the box. Ooh. And Little Dipper comes through on that initial pass, getting lead jammer status, and her team needs it. High Seas Hotties fans, where you at? Get it up.
For the Derby versions, when you got one in the box, it's called a power jam. And so that's what's happening right now. You've got one jammer on the track. She's scoring as many points as possible while the other is sitting in the penalty box. That's called a power jam. It's uncontested. She's going to try and do as many points as she can. As you see, she picks up another 5 points, which is a hat trick. No, it's not. It's a grand slam. My Derby version kept saying it's a hat trick.
Little Dipper is making her way through with ease as Whiskey Hangover comes back in and is pounding those High Seas Hotties blockers like a battering ram attached to the front of a ship in the night. Whiskey Hangover passed through. Andy Rex time. Andy Rex Little Dipper calls it off, and she scored the most she could and kept Whiskey from getting any.
All right. I do the math correctly. The High Seas Hotties are 102 points behind. So they're coming back. Don't blink. We've got 9 minutes left. Is 100 points possible? Yep. So keep watching. We got our jammers up. We got Go-Go with the special shorts to have Go-Go on it. She's trying to bust through the pack. The cremator right behind her. Go-Go's on the inside, on the outside, on the inside. She is the lead jammer.
The cremator is definitely having to work through the backward blocking tandem of the Rumblers. They They keep running her back, but she finally clears the pack. And that's got to be a lot easier clearing the pack than having to fight over and over against the same ladies. Go-Go gets through, calls it off, gets her points, gets out.
Yep. She calls it off just in time. And the other skaters in the track, it looks like Bourbon Barbie's putting on the star hat. So Bourbon Barbie, she's putting it on. She's getting out there. Let's see, I think that's a little different. Yes. As they start off with Pound Cake, P-Cake, Scale, whatever. Baby, sitting in the penalty box.
I've never seen a team so joyful in the box. I guess when you're a death row rumbler, the derby box doesn't compare to being on death row, that's for sure.
You know what? I'm going to make up something right now. When Pound Cake is in the box, I'm just going to say it's some Sarah Lee action going on. All right, let's go back to the track.
Major being called by the rep crew.
Yep.
And Bourbon Barbie doll having to go through action, so it looks like she gets through with no cut.
All right, so Bourbon Barbie is not the lead jammer. And Little Dimmer calls it off before Bourbon can make it back to the back. All right. They're holding to the 102-point lead. Death Row Rumblers. And Pound Cake is out doing jumping jacks. She's happy about that. We've got 6 minutes and about 15 seconds left. Let's see what happens right here.
Bama Slammer going against Postal Penny, and Postal Penny gets through.
Holy balls.
She is a movement.
Yeah, she went through like express service. She took it on the inside and kept giving it, and she made it through to get 3 jammers really quick. Now she just busts through the pack once again, picking up another 5.
Not sure what she's going to do after August, as the Postal Service will no longer deliver on Saturdays.
Yeah.
The Postal Penny will be here on Saturdays the rest of the year.
They changed their mind. I think they changed their mind. They're going to do it on Saturday. If not, they should be changing their mind. Because Postal is dropping points left and right. 5 more points for Death Row Rumblers. Is Postal pick up another 5. I can't even count anymore. That's like 15, 20, whatever it is. It's 276 to 158 right now. And Postal picks up another 5.
Postal Penny is tallying them up. Like your grandmother has those 1-cent stamps to make it current. She's putting cent after cent up on the board for her team.
I think she's going to get as many points as the actual stamp. Probably.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it's like 40, 35 points right there. I'm not good with counting, but that's a lot of points, whatever it is.
Bama Slamma is slamming into the back of the Rumblers are just putting a piercing wall up. And Postal Penny puts up a massive power jam. Point different.
Postal comes over, she taps her hips, very, very nice and dainty. But she just picked up a lot of points for the Death Row Rumblers as they get that lead 296 to 154. And it's great now if you're a Death Row Rumblers fan because they are taking this lead home.
Bama Slamma's back in the jammer saddle again, and she's going against Go-Go Ballistic, and she is out.
Go-Go is gone.
I think she said, go, I'm gone, and she breaks through the pack.
No ball.
And Bama Slamma is having to fight for everything she's got, getting knocked down, getting up again. She finally clears ejaculation. We have a little 3-on-2 situation. IC's Hotties have 3 blockers in the back trying to slow down Go-Go. Freaky Styley trying her best. And she goes down and Go-Go calls it off.
No bolts at the beginning, before they took the track, before the beginning of this bout entirely. I read some of them. I was being a little sneaky, and I read the mouths of some of these Death Row Rumblers. When they took the trophy and put it over on the side, I think I saw maybe 1, 2, or all of the Death Row Rumblers saying, we're taking that trophy. This trophy is ours. And at 304 to 157, they're skating tonight like they are going for the trophy.
Speaking of that trophy, point differential is a key. If a team ties another team, you want to have a good point spread. Every point counts. And the Rumblers are playing as if that is so. They want to make the most of this first game of the season. As any team is eligible to win the championship, and it looks like tonight, your Death Row Rumblers are going to walk away with this one. Come on, Rumble fans, where are you at? Let your ladies know you're proud of their performance.
We got a little bit over 2 minutes left in the period. It's 3:08, 161. A little bit over. Let's see what can happen in the last 2 minutes of the second half. If you broke something, timeout, Death Row Rumblers call a timeout. And since it's a timeout, I'm going to see where Movato is.
Yeah, I was just out here chilling with Rhino, captain of the Army of Darkness. The travel team for the Dallas Dirty Devils. They compete for national ranking. It looks like the ranking crew is ready to get some stuff taken care of tonight. No? Yes? Are you gonna get things done tonight? Is that the plan? Okay, if you're just gonna mail it in, you know. Oh, okay.
Where's Hater? Hey, Movato, have you seen Hater? She's supposed to be doing the toy contest with the movie quotes. People are supposed to be finding her with the answers to all the movie quotes to see who won for tonight.
Bama Slammer gets her way through and his lead jammer. As we got a little rep trying to take down a jammer.
Nice.
And flying, Kala is the jammer for the Rumblers. She made her way easy through that time. Catches Bama Slamma. This pack is definitely sped up. We have these jammers look like nobody's wanted to call it, play this one out. We got some backwards blocking by Whiskey Hangover and Brandy Danger, making this a hard one for Bama. She's taking a little Pop-Tart, as we like to call it in the scene, a little upward, backward shoulder action. The jam's called off. It looks like this one's going. These coaches, I guess wanted the fans to get everything they got. They wanted this game to go a little longer for y'all. Come on, Derby fans, give it up for these wonderful performances by these great women athletes out here trading paint for y'all. Season opener, great first game. We have coming up next the champs of last year, Suicide Shifters versus the Wrecking Crew. And I promise that will be a bruising game, as I feel the Wrecking Crew wants to come out and let them know, you know what, Shifters? That was last year.
Last year. Not this year.
Everybody started 0-0 before this game will be decided with the Rumblers on top.
0-0.
And one of your top 100 nurses in the area, Cupcake Crusher's giving it a try as jammer tonight. We have 2-on-2 blockers. Rosemary Ruckus and Mama Sparkles gonna try to help their girl out, Cupcake Crusher. I know this is her first time jamming. Come on, Derby fans. When we get this going back, I want to hear some energy.
I didn't have Mexican. Don't look at me like that. Like, hey, stop doing that noise. Just saying I love you. All right, back to the skating. All right, it's still a timeout. Score is 321-73. And we're about to start right here. There we go. There's a whistle. Oh!
Filthy. Here's your lead jammer.
Filthy Succubus takes it outside in the lead while Go-Go makes sure that Cupcake does not get through the pack. Man! Filthy is owning this jammer.
To the world of jamming. It's a tough gig. Everybody has sights set on you, but right now, Filthy is putting points up on the board, and she's exciting her ladies on the bench. Filthy Scuttle is just finding her way through over and over. As Go-Go has another jammer takedown on Cupcake Crusher.
Man, that's filthy. All right, so for the Derby merges, the period clock is over. To the left of the jammer clock.
Looks like Rumblers have 2 more blockers out on the track. And they want this jam to go the full 2 minutes. They have Filthy just racking up points.
Cupcake Crusher is trying to make her way through the pack. Meanwhile, Filthy Succubus is scoring, I don't know how many points she's picked up right now. But the Denver
Filthy and
Rumblers over here
Cupcake both normally don't jam.